My name is CDawgVA, and you're probably wondering what the VA stands for on the name. And contrary to popular belief, it does not stand for Veteran Affairs, nor does it stand for the state of Virginia. It stands for voice actor. Now, obviously I'm, not a very accomplished voice actor, or a good one at that, but maybe I've had it in my name long enough where it counts. And recently, my best friend Bâan has been making a beautiful anime called Bâan. And with the release right around the corner, he had the bright idea to ask me to direct the English dub of this anime. Something I've never done before and have no experience doing. So, this is the story of how I directed my very first anime. Now sit back and relax because this process is complicated, but really fun, and I'm going to share the entire journey with you right now. It's a story about home and what home means. Is it where your friends are, where your family are? Is it the foreign country where you've always wanted to live? Is it where you were born? It doesn't answer these questions directly, but I'll let you watch it and you can make up your own decision about what it means to you. And speaking of watching it, you can actually watch it right now. And hi to those people who have watched it and have watched the English dub but are curious to how it gets made, because I'm going to tell you right now. And luckily for me, I had the pleasure and joy of watching it with the creator himself right next to me, Bâan.
I finally get to watch it.
This is the first time I'm showing the finished product to anyone outside of the core Japanese production team.
Exciting.
And I'm kind of realizing this as I sat down and you were taking a shit. I'm kind of shitting myself right now.
Wait, why?
I don't know. I'm just like, I'm just nervous.
I'm nervous because I got to do the dub in 2 days.
Yeah. You don't know anything about this yet. I'm going to explain everything, but I wanted you to come into this completely blind, and then I'll give you the rundown. But first off, I just wanted you to experience what I made, I guess.
Let's just watch.
Let's just watch.
Let's just do it.
All right.
Oh man, it's real, dude.
Yeah, it's real.
行ってきます、お父さん。
Damn the music.
Yeah, man.
Damn, Kevin.
それじゃあね。
God, she's so cute. She's so cute, dude.
So surreal seeing someone's reaction to this for the first time. Can't wait to see what this sounds like in cinema screens.
Oh my god, dude. It's gonna sound so good in the cinema.
Oh, my heart is
Yeah, I was getting emotional, man. I was like, that's so sweet.
my heart is racing.
Why? I hate it.
What if you did? What if you're like, actually,
awesome.
I don't want to work on this.
No, I mean, it's so touching. I guess my first question then is, why did you ask? When you were doing the whole anime, I was just happy to be a supportive mate. I didn't want to be involved. I was not like I didn't ask you or anything. I was just like, oh, if you need my help in anything, I got you.
This comes down to a few reasons. I'll be completely transparent with one of the first reasons, and I decided to do a dub. I believe it was like 2 weeks or something before the final product was finished, right?
Okay.
The final animation.
That's when you should do that.
And this decision should have been made far earlier.
Because I think I remember, I think maybe I asked you, I was like, are you doing an English dub? And you're like, I don't think so.
Yeah, I don't think so. And then about 2 weeks beforehand, I was like doing a lot of research behind like independent animation on YouTube.
Yeah.
And I just saw that it just performs better if there's like an English version, an English dub.
Helps.
And I was like, shit, I should probably get rid of this. Oh, my audience is anime fans. They only want to watch Japanese.
It's the gateway. Everyone starts with a dub, and they eventually, I think if they really like anime, they'll become subs.
Yeah.
So I think it's good to have both.
Yeah, exactly. So I think it's the right decision. Unfortunately, it was made so late in the process that I needed to get a core team that, number one, I trust.
Yeah.
And number two is not going to be held down by bureaucracy. And sometimes,
right.
Yeah. So this dub, especially, I have, you probably see with some of the cast and some of the staff working on it.
Yeah.
I have called in every favor I could possibly call in.
I've been there, man. I've been there.
With people I trust, but also people who I know can do a good job, as opposed to going to like a professional company, which might take up more time than we have right now, since we're doing this at a very, very fast pace.
I just want to note that it is also extremely rare that as an anime director that you get to talk to the main person in charge of making that show. Normally, the anime voice director in English would not have much communication with the Japanese side. I'm not sure if that is surprising, but obviously when you are dubbing an anime in multiple languages, the Japanese staff can't exactly sit around and help everyone dub it. You have the script, you can just, localize it. Now, as the ADR director of this anime, there are a lot of challenges that present itself. Number 1, lip flaps. Yes, fun fact, in Japan, they often don't really care about matching the lip flaps that much. It's not really a big deal. But in the West, we care a lot about making sure those lip flaps match up. So, need to make sure those flaps are perfect.
You want to come along?
I think if you want to, you can even try one a tad slower. Okay. The wanna is a tiny bit fast, but I don't think it's bad at all. I think you can just play with it because it's another take.
You want to come along? I'm headed out now. Oh shit. Sorry, I just said it.
Perfect.
I will take that take. That's good. I think.
I'm headed out now. See you, Dad.
Perfect.
Okay.
How are you feeling so far? Good?
No complaints.
All right, good.
What does a mouth sound even sound like? Is it just like my spit?
It's like the...
Ah, gotcha.
I think the second reason, I'm going to say that I trust you as a voice director anyway.
Yeah.
Obviously, we've worked together.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't. I'm pretty confident that I wouldn't put my name to something that or be confident releasing something.
Yeah, obviously you have experience doing there's always this stigma when it comes to like YouTube kind of content.
Yeah.
That's from the outside world. I'm a YouTuber, so I know the real skill involved in, your kind of like your dubbing YouTube series that you did previously.
Yeah.
Obviously, if you're using this footage, seems like a natural evolution to actually work on a real
so. Yeah,
project.
that's why I wanted to do this. Well, I mean, twofold. I mean, I wanted to be a part of this and help my friend out, but I thought it'd be really fun it'd be a fun challenge because I haven't done this in a formal setting. I've obviously been on the other side a lot, but I've never been on the directing side, so I'm really excited to get involved.
Yeah.
We're going to do line 36 to line 40, Sydney. So up until the 13 rejections in a row, this sucks.
Gotcha.
So that we can, kind of have that energy and then when we get the email, we'll come back with a more excited energy for the next couple of takes. But we're going to focus on this one now. So we're going to come in for a full read of 36 to 40.
Now, I won't lie, Sydney has a tough challenge ahead of her because she's voicing the main character, Rin, with the most lines and also a wide range of emotions to portray. Now, normally if you're watching a 12-episode or a 24-episode anime, you normally get to sit with certain emotions for quite a while and really mull in them in the scene and really just flesh them out. But in this short film, because we only have 18 minutes and we go through a wide range of emotions, Sydney needs to make all of those wide swings sound believable, and it's not easy. That also means that my job is a lot harder too, because I need to get Sydney to sound as amazing as possible and as natural as possible.
It's here! This way now! Oh, please, come on, please! Okay, let's see here... 13 rejections in a row. This sucks.
Okay, so when you do the "it's here," I watched you as well. Can you move like a bit more like excitedly as well, like with your hands, like you're almost grabbing the letter yourself, like "it's here," like you're kind of bringing your arms to your like chest. You know what I mean? Because I think that'll help get the energy. And then on the reaction noises while you're reading the letter, after you do the like you've opened it, there's kind of a moment where there's no sound, and maybe there could be a little bit of a breath or kind of holding of breath, like kind of little hold that tiny bit, and then that goes into frustration, so it goes like so kind of more natural. Other than that, it was great, good energy.
It's here! This way now! Oh, please, come on, please! Okay, let's see here. 13 13 rejections in a row. This sucks.
I still think there needs to be some sound. You know when the letter flies and there's just a kind of still frame of nothing. But I like the delivery. I'm happy with.
Now, if you'll humor me for a little bit, I would love to do a little bit of an example with you for the viewers at home about how it is to do some live dubbing. So here's the line on screen right now. I want you to give that a little read. It's a nice line, isn't it? Just memorize it for a second. And then I'm going to play for you the Japanese dialogue.
あなたはここまで
Okay, now that you've got that, I want you to try at home to do this line and see if you get kind of close. You know, just have a little feel for it. It's pretty hard to get the timing down, and it's definitely a skill you need to train. Now, let's say you got the timing right. Let's see if those lip flaps matched up. Now, obviously, I can't see if your lip flaps matched up because you're talking to your phone screen at home at 10 p.m. Weirdo. But, you know, this is an actual really tough part of the dubbing process. Like, sometimes you have the most amazing line, but it just doesn't line up with the lip flaps. Now, luckily, when we're making English dubs, we do have a couple of tricks we can use into making those lines fit when they otherwise wouldn't. Sometimes a line like this will go over, for example.
You don't need to push yourself too hard. You can come home whenever you feel like it. All right?
Well, those natural pauses in your breath can sometimes be taken out, and sometimes they can squish the audio a little smaller, making the line sound natural still, but fitting much more. But there's obviously a limit to how you can do this, otherwise you'll end up sounding like Nightcore or some kind of Stephen King monster. Hi, my name's Connor.
The final reason is because, pretty similarly to why I asked Sydney to be Rin, outside of the fact that I trust her voice acting experience, is that, as you just saw, a lot of myself is embedded in this piece of work. And I trust that, in the same way I trust Sydney to portray Rin as a character she will deeply understand, I trust you to be able to portray the emotions of this short because you understand me. So there's less of a barrier for like, oh, I'm not sure what Grant's intention was with like this, because I'm pretty sure you understand me already as a mate. So I'm pretty sure that you would have an easier time with some of the scenes in this.
Yeah, with like 300 episodes of Trash Taste and hanging out for years. I think I'd hope.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, I feel like, even when I was watching it, I was like, I did feel like I was staring at your soul.
Yeah.
Because I know you and I know so much about you because we've been together for so long. And so, it's really touching.
Okay, like, don't judge me, but I was definitely listening to the lady that was standing next to me on the train, and I swear to God, I'm not even joshing you. I think she admitted to having an affair on her husband with her, like, brother. I don't know if there's a stepbrother situation going on.
That's great. That's great.
Stepbrother situation.
I want to use it.
I kind of want to use it.
We got to use that. We got to use that. I could see what you were doing and how much of your soul you were putting out there, and I'm like, man, I've never done anything like that. So it was really cool to see you.
Thank you, man.
Living vicariously. But now I get to be part of it. So
but now you get to be a part of it.
So I obviously have a lot of questions.
So, do you want to start off with the characters?
Yes.
This is Rin's character right here. She's going to be voiced by Sydney. As you know, as you know, in the production of this, we called her mine and Sydney's daughter, but she is not fully Sydney and she's not fully me. In the process of making the character, she's kind of like, as you can see, kind of grown to her own thing that is reminiscent, but not.
I think there's like aspects of it that I saw parallels there.
Yeah.
Like I didn't think like, oh, that's Sydney.
Yeah, exactly.
I didn't think that at all.
Exactly. So her main motivator, one of the big themes of this is obviously being away from home. And both Rin and Daichi have their own reasons for traveling away from home. So to understand Rin's story, like I said, it's pretty similar to Maylin and Sydney. Maybe even your reason for moving out, which is just she's doing it to prove herself, to prove to herself that she can do it, that she can build a world. She can build a life outside of what she's known at home.
Hey, if you're watching this right now, I thought it was the right time to show you. I'm not sure how long it would have been since you moved out. Could be a week, maybe even a year. Are you doing okay? Are you eating well? You know, I've been cooking my curry a lot, but I keep making way too much for myself because it was always your favorite.
One of the main reasons that she doesn't immediately go home when life starts getting hard is there's a little bit of pride in there. To her, going home is kind of like admitting defeat internally. But another thing as well is that she is the adopted daughter of Daichi. What I wanted to show was the parallels of their life, almost as like father and daughter. And so Daichi starts off, typical strict Asian household, as you can probably tell. Yeah.
Phone calls.
Yeah, the phone calls. His choice to go to euthanasia is his way of taking control of his own life. This is the first kind of like major decision that he's made for himself, by himself, because everything before has had, you know, a little bit of, hey, I got to do this for my parents, I got to do this for this person.
Obviously, both very stoked about it, right?
Yeah, both super excited. This is the new chapter.
Okay. Today marks the beginning of my new life. One more time. Today marks the beginning of my new life. Yeah, that's not bad.
I've had a lot of questions about the character designs, and his character design was purposely made a little bit, you know, forgettable, normal, bland, because that's kind of like how he sees himself at the beginning.
Right.
And he's
not the MC.
Yeah.
He's the every.
Yeah, he's the every guy, and you see the dichotomy between the character designs when he's younger versus the character design.
Initially, I didn't clock it. That was him.
Yeah,
I'm dumb.
Oh no. It was something that you're meant to like discover naturally, and the reason there's such a dichotomy between their character designs is because since I couldn't tell his story on screen, I wanted to tell the progression of his characters through his character design, where he really finds himself in euthanasia, and you can see how much more comfortable he is being himself when he starts his journey, as opposed to when he has found his home, you know. And that's kind of what I wanted to show in his character designs. So part of the reason Rin doesn't want to go home is because she internally feels a little bit of guilt that Daichi ended up adopting her and taking her in after her parents passed away. Even though Rin definitely sees her as like a father, there's still some underlying guilt that she is kind of like a burden to people, even though that Daichi doesn't see it that way. Rin internally has some underlying guilt in there. That is one of the major reasons why she is so prideful, to prove to herself more than anything that I need to make this life work because I don't want to be a burden, you know.
Well, why does she feel like a burden?
Because from her perspective, Daichi gave up his life, his old life, to take care of Rin. And she doesn't know too much about his upbringing, where he came from. Daichi's a bit like my dad, doesn't talk too much about himself, you know, typical Asian dad, you know, Asian dad, so keeps things close to the chest. So Rin, it's kind of like a subconscious drive in the end. She kind of feels like
nobody's making her feel this way. She's just kind of, you know, through the parenting and whatever, she's kind of felt this way. And Daichi's voiced by Alex Lee.
Daichi is voiced by Alex Lee, both the younger and older version. And I just asked him because I knew he could do a fantastic job.
He's a good mate.
And he's a good mate as well.
This is such an Alex-coded character. And also, I feel like he can also relate to this story.
Oh, yeah, exactly.
From what he's told us. So I've absolutely confidence that he'll nail it.
Yeah.
And obviously Alex is an amazing actor and has voiced so many of these amazing characters that we're all familiar with and love. It doesn't mean that it's going to be a slam dunk. It's my job as the director to make sure that I'm getting the sound that Alex is meant to be delivering. But obviously, It does make it a lot easier when they have a ton of experience, and in this case, it was an absolute treat directing Alex. And personally for me, a really fun aspect of directing Alex is that Daichi in this story has 2 different ages during the short film. He's much older at one point and much younger at another. And playing around with those 2 voices is always so much fun, and we got to get Alex to a really good point where he sounded great in both of them.
I really like the way you let me do this on my own. It's more natural than cinematic.
You have to let me do this on my own.
Yeah. That's it. I like that a lot.
Cool. Okay, let's do that.
I think we should do that.
Great. Can you play that 27 for us? お願いします. Okay. I'm gonna play the distance a little bit here, Scar. I'm ready now. One more time. I'm ready now. What? Something's not right about this.
Hell yeah. No, you guys both had super, very, very helpful input. And thank you, Connor, as well, for all the contextual reshaping, because I feel that, with shows that have limited dialogue, it's really important that we really get the nuances down. All those notes very much helped, so I appreciate it a lot. Yeah, all right. Yippee! Uncully!
Obviously, every single line that you read will be directed quite differently, but there are some generic things that you can offer as help to improve somebody's voice acting. Let's say you want the line to sound a lot more happy. Well, you can tell the person to smile while recording. I know it sounds stupid, but when you smile, you also deliver the line a lot happier. And you'll notice whenever you see voice actors in the booth, you'll see so much physicality because that physicality translates into sounding like you're doing those actions. Are you punching someone? Throw a swing while doing the noise. Sounds a lot more manly than, Are you really happy? I'm happy versus I'm happy. It's a stupid example, but you get the idea. And obviously, Alex crushed it.
Shout out Scar for making it all work with your magic hands. Oh, and guys, don't forget to include the Yippee in the Blu-ray release, okay? That's very important. You can pull it from earlier in the session, but just make sure the Yippee goes after the credits roll, all right?
This video is sponsored by Klook. Klook is an experience booking platform with thousands of destinations around the world. If you're traveling, you need Klook. Klook is easy to use, and Klook speaks your language and currency with over a dozen languages available and supports 40 different currencies. And Klook regularly offers discounts, promotional offers, and flash sales. If you talk to anyone about booking any tickets to a show in Japan or a theme park, it can be really complicated, and thanks to Klook, it's easier than ever. Wanted to go to beautiful Team Labs in Tokyo? Easy, Klook has it. Wanted to go to Disneyland or Universal? Easy, Klook can do that for you. I found it super easy to buy Shibuya Sky tickets for my parents when they were visiting, and they had no issues. So if you're like me and exploring Japan or traveling the world, Klook is there by your side. Sign up to Klook today using my link down below, or use my affiliate link or create a code to book your trip today. Or you can scan that QR code on screen right now to download the Klook app on your phone. It only takes about a minute and you can start booking your next travel destination. Thank you to Klook for sponsoring this video.
That is the main motivator for Rin and Daichi. The third one, Auntie.
I was initially a bit confused with this person, but I guess she's also moved to, I don't want to say the real world.
To Earth.
Right.
To Earth, yes.
And so she's kind of like the emotional anchor for...
Yeah. She's also the connect... If you pay close attention, which is why, like, this is a show I think you can watch multiple times.
Yeah.
But whenever she's with Daichi, she's younger, and whenever she's with Rin,
I did notice that.
She's
pregnant,
older and she's pregnant. So she's meant to be kind of like the connecting piece between the two of them.
Rinrara! Why don't you come over? I'm making curry tonight. Let's close up shop early today. I think I screwed up the name, but we can do it again. Like, my tongue was like, no thanks. I'm like, what kind of Latina am I? I don't know. Soon another will join the family. Daichi inspired me to come here, if you can believe it. I wasn't originally planning to stay all that long. But now here I am with a family. It's okay to be honest, Rin. Euthanians can't hide our emotions. Our wings will always give us away. That reminds me. Here, Dai entrusted it to me. I think you should listen to him. Woo! Thank you so much for having me. This was such a joy, and I can't wait to see everything all put together. It'll be cool.
So even though she says auntie, it's not like their blood aunt or anything. I kind of went Southeast Asian with this, where you call, so like a family friend. But she, seeing Daichi's journey, gets inspired and wants to try just like moving to Japan for a little bit. Similarly,
because in the flashback there, he's already in.
Yeah.
What was it?
Euthania.
I keep thinking euthanasia. Sorry, euthania.
That's a good way to remember the pronunciation, actually. The kind of like backstory between her and Rin is like, obviously Rin knows about her. Daichi has asked Anne to just look over Rin, right? Daichi is a little bit, I don't want to use the words tsundere, but he's not so forwards with his emotions.
He's a stoic man from a generation of, our parents are from. But I think they're just not very good at expressing
it.
Emotions,
but he is still very, very worried about Rin. So I'm going to call out my dad for a moment. Whenever my dad is super worried about me, he never tells me directly, but he always gets my mum to ask me some stuff, to be like, hey, can you ask him this? So in that similar vein, he asks Anne to just look after Rin. If it looks like she's having a tough time, then please show her the message that I have recorded for her when she needs to. The big indicator of that is actually, there's only one line in this, but you need to know this. So the wing colors are an indicator of their internal emotions, right? So when you are doing well, the colors are going to be a bit more saturated, a bit more vibrant, a bit more light. And then if internally you aren't doing so well, they are going to be a little bit more, a bit more muted, a bit of colder colors.
Oh, so she goes to blue because she's maybe struggling.
Yeah, she goes to blue because she's struggling.
I didn't pick up on that.
And so the reason that she eventually asks, come for curry and have a talk, is because she can see that her wings are blue. Yeah, that is the main core cast of characters. So outside of that, there are some other characters, including Rin's original mom and dad.
Yeah, so she's the one doing the shrine dancing?
Yeah, the shrine dancing.
Is that based on like Thai dancing?
A little bit,
so I wasn't sure. I just was cool though. I thought it was neat.
Alright, we're gonna go ahead and preview Daichi's mother, the first line. じゃあ7番一応ちょっと見てみよう。
I don't get it. What's he thinking?
Can we get one more with even more disbelief?
I don't get it. What's he thinking?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that takes the good.
Okay, just
Thank you. What was the last take?
So I think if it's a little bit more faithful to the Japanese, it would be more of like a what the kind of feeling.
Yeah, I think what's going on here sounds not natural. So it should sound almost like a gut reaction, like what? Like the first time she's hearing this.
Which is why I was thinking what the might be good.
Yeah, maybe what the?
And then
as well, so
we can play with it.
Okay. Yeah.
And for it's in a threat level 2 zone. There's no decided what's its?
The area that Daichi is going to.
In which case, it's we don't need in then. Okay.
So instead of what's going on here or what's going in here, we're going to just say like what? Like you've just kind of discovered this laptop open with all this information.
What? It's a threat level 2 zone?
Yeah.
Yes.
Perfect.
Right. You need to come home right now!
Big mom energy.
Yeah.
Alright. You have freedom now.
Nicely done.
This
Thank you so
Nice.
much.
Hi, thank you so much.
Yay!
Thank you.
Patch, patch,
Yeah. So actually, funny thing, originally, they were meant to be killed off camera. That was how I wrote it in my screenplay.
Yeah.
And the director turned to me and he was like, no, I want to do an action scene.
I mean, it was cool to have an action scene.
I want to show them dying. Yeah. And I was like, I mean, okay if you want to.
Why not?
I remember when Sydney first, Sydney knows a little bit about it, but when she first saw that scene, she was like, what? I wasn't expecting to see Rin's mom get eaten alive. But yeah.
It was sick. I love the action scenes. It was awesome.
Yeah.
It was nice because the animation is already so good, but to see them flex a little bit,
Yeah.
it was nice.
Yeah.
That's good.
I was also really happy about that as well.
And next up, it was time to direct myself, I guess. I guess so. Now, thank goodness, I don't have any major characters in this. I'm just a bunch of background characters to make my job easier, but also to help Bâan out, because surprisingly, it's actually quite tough to get a lot of background voices.
Yes, sir!
Okay. A little bit more urgent, maybe?
Sure.
Like that.
Yes, sir!
Okay. Good job.
You did ask me to voice a character, and I felt bad initially, so I was like, I don't want you to like feel that you have to give me something because we're mates. I was like, don't.
Yeah.
Please don't do that.
So actually, I'll just be like upfront with you. Initially, I was gonna give you the dads.
Yeah.
Because I think you can I know you can do a good job. We sent that decision after I thought about it for a bit, because one of the biggest things I don't want to do is this is no like slight against you.
Oh no, not
It
at
was
all.
actually my own worries that I know a lot of our audience is going to be watching this.
Yeah.
And
It'll take them out of it.
with Sydney's voice,
Yeah.
she's there for the entire duration, so they have a chance to just like get over that barrier, the hump of just, oh, it's Sydney doing it. And then they see Rin. I was scared that people would hear your voice and immediately just take them out for
it's a real thing that happens. It is
Yeah.
an unfortunate part of being very recognizable that people just kind of, especially if it's like one line,
Yeah.
they can kind of get taken aback.
Yeah, so I was like, he has such a dramatic scene. I was like scared that audience would hear your voice and just be taken out for just a moment. You know?
No, but it's important. Especially when it's literally only like one scene.
Yeah,
It doesn't make sense to risk it.
But you do have a few cameo roles
Sure.
in there. One is just you are going to be narrating. There is like one scene where there is this advertisement about euthanasia. And I'm like,
I remember I heard it because the guy did a really funny delivery. euthanasia.
Yeah.
In Japanese, sorry. It was cool.
Yeah, and I thought, oh, Connor's voice would be perfect for that. In terms of like
yeah.
a kind of like a fucking David Attenborough.
That's
or
that's
something.
how it goes.
A male attendant, understood, ma'am. She a ma'am or a miss?
Sorry?
She a ma'am or a miss? Because she looks soups young, and if somebody called me ma'am at 20, I'd be like offended.
Yeah, probably miss.
Let's go with miss.
Let's go with miss with this one.
Can I see what he looks like? Can I see what
There's he's off screen.
I can't hear you.
He's a disembodied head.
Yeah.
Oh.
He's off screen.
There's no face.
Oh, more like robotic then, perhaps?
Yes.
Yeah, this was the AI sounding-ish one.
Okay.
Is he hot, do you think?
Just imagine ChatGPT. So it's like an AI voice, but still.
Understood, mate.
Yeah.
Give it a go. Hi, Yatamio.
At Euthania, you'll discover monumental history and miracles that only occur once every 200 years.
Yokunai?
Yeah.
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 Oh, それにしとこう.
We check for timing.
Cameos are chill.
Yeah.
I feel like getting one line is
Yeah,
so...
It's two like one-liners.
Yeah, that's easy. That's like super easy.
Okay, we'll do, male office workers. So you'll be surprised and then murmuring. But let's go ahead and give it a little baby watch. 56.
Now, if you watch any animation, one thing that you have absolutely taken for granted is background noises and background chatter. It is the lifeblood of shows at times. And normally it's done by all of the voice actors in the show, and that means every single voice actor in the show needs to record some background characters to flesh out the world. And that's mostly what my job is. It's going to sound really weird when I record it in the booth like this.
What was that? What just happened? I don't know what happened there. That really hurt. I don't really know what to do now.
Okay. That'll work.
Cool.
But when you hear it in the show all mixed together, it actually sounds pretty normal.
Thank you for calling customer support. My name is Rin. What can I help you with today?
Hey, yeah, I'm calling about the thing you sold me. Uncle Chunk broke as soon as I opened the package. I needed it for tomorrow. Send me a new one right now.
Could you please specify?
I'm playing dumb. I want to talk to your manager now.
I'm so sorry.
And that is why every single voice actor in the short film needs to record some background characters.
So let's go ahead and get, I think it's the Matsuri scene is next. Maybe?
Yeah, the Matsuri scene.
Yeah, the Walla Festival 82 kana?
I really want to get my fortune told. Last time they said I was going to be so unlucky, but I just wanted to get a different one this time. And who knows, I might even get really lucky this year. Oh, I can get some beer too. That'd be nicer. Beer.
Okay. Beer.
I think I've been blessed with this project that everyone's been on the same page so far.
That's good.
Haven't had to put my foot down too much. You know, there are a few creative decisions where I disagreed with the director, and sometimes I had to put my foot down, and sometimes I had to acknowledge when they knew better than me. So it's been a big learning process, but very gratifying.
Oh, good. I'm glad to hear that. I hope that there's more projects like this, because like I feel like Japan is kind of in need of a little bit of like fresh ideas, but at the same time, I don't want things to get too like un-Japan, because like people like anime because it's anime, right? So I think it's a really good idea to have like a collaborative effort where like the Japanese directors and artists are allowed to do what they do best, but with fresh ideas that I think represent a lot more people.
I've seen some anime-inspired projects that, I don't know, I can't put my finger on it, but it just doesn't feel like anime. Whatever anime. Yeah, I guess so.
And there's a lot of that going on right now, like, and a lot of them sort of brand themselves as anime, and they're definitely anime inspired, like they're in that vein, but they never quite hit. A lot of it has to do with actually the pacing of the storyboards. So in Western cartoons, generally things go at a very quick pace, like there's dialogue, but Japan does a lot of like wide panning shots. There's a lot of mood establishment, which you do have here. Like there's like a whole like minute where we're just looking at a dragon going like wee. Right? And that's not something that would ever happen in like a Merime. Like if you look at like the Castlevania anime, it just doesn't quite feel like anime because something's happening constantly.
It's funny you say that, because right at the beginning of this like production, the director asked me, "Hey, what are you going for here? Do you want to appeal to an international audience, or do you want to appeal to like a Japanese audience?" And one of the things I told him right from the get-go was, I don't want you to treat this as an international production at all. Imagine you are taking this script and you are making this for a Japanese audience. The international audience will come as a bonus, even though I'm an international creator.
Like it.
Yeah, exactly.
I feel like the West likes what Japan likes to make.
That's what I'm an anime fan, so I know whenever they try to make anime for the West, sometimes it just doesn't hit.
They try and pander, and I'm like, no, we liked you.
I mean, it's
as
also
you
just
were.
a weird question to be like, which country are you targeting with your ass? And it's like, what the fuck? What am I trying? It's like,
They do that a lot though. Like they'll change the storytelling.
It's strange.
And I'm like, we like what you like to make. Like the stuff that you don't aim at the West is the stuff we like the most. And the ones that they do aim at the West, a lot of people are like, it's not why I liked anime. Right? So you don't need to like colloquialize it, right?
Exactly. So it's funny you say that, because one of the first things he did was take my screenplay and cut out all of the dialogue. A lot of the dialogue.
None of this.
Yeah, none of this.
Won't fit because we gotta have panning shots of dragons.
Yeah. He did, didn't he? He did. He cut out.
Otherwise, we can't have the panning shots.
And
that's Japan is panning shots.
I've learnt a lot, because when they took my original screenplay, I was like, I saw something online that says, oh, the amount of pages is close to maybe the amount of minutes it's going to be. So I submitted like a.
Half in Japan.
Yeah. I submitted like a 15-page screenplay or something like that. I can't remember the exact time. And they came to me and they were like, this is like a 30 to 40 minute screenplay. I was like, what? We need to cut that in half. And I was like, okay, do whatever you need to do, cut out the dialogue.
Similar things happened with Bee and Puppy Cat since that was done here at OLM. And they made it more Western cartoony, but basically OLM was like, can we cut out half of this? And Natasha was like, no. But that's why it doesn't feel like anime. It looks like anime, but it doesn't feel like anime because like every other second there's a gag.
Yeah.
And after that is all said and done, my job as the voice director is pretty much done. I've directed my talent. All that's left is for the mixing and mastering, which is done by an engineer. Then all I have to do is give my final approval on the final mix. And once that's done, it's ready to go live. And also, Bâan is making a documentary about this that is out probably now or in a couple of days. It'll be somewhere. Just go and watch it. Well, I hope you enjoyed that journey. Thank you so much for watching. I do just want to take a moment to say thank you, the viewer, for watching and supporting everything that I do, that Bâan does. It's been an amazing journey, and I'm so grateful that I've been able to work on something like this. Considering when we started, we were doing Black Butler fan dubs like 10 years ago, and now we're actually working on some really cool anime, and I've had the pleasure of voice acting in so many amazing games and animes. It's really been a dream come true for me, and I just wanted to say thank you so much for watching and supporting me, and I'm just so grateful. So thank you so much, and subscribe and like if you haven't already. All right, see you in the next one, guys. Bye.